You know, beer gets a bad rep from time to time, and I certainly get that. But listen, it's a little hard to deny the impact that this beverage has had on human history for the past 7,000 years. For example, did you know that the earliest brewers were women, as beer was considered to be divinely protected by the ancient goddess Ninkasi? And do you know who perfected the idea of the modern brewery? Let's ask Z. Garcia.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here, and today I'm taking a look at the expansion to Heaven and Ale. This is Kegs and More. The idea that in the original game, you are, for some reason, monks making, gathering the ingredients to make ale. It's weird, but fine.
Yeah, I get that that might seem a little weird. In fact, ancient monasteries were the first to perfect the process of fermentation. They figured out all the science of how it works. And in doing so, they were able to meticulously recreate their beers. This pioneered the idea of brewing as a business. You can now go and get your favorite beer from your favorite brewery. To this day, many of those monasteries still use the sale of beer to fund their yearly operations, and one of them is this one, West Vleteren 12, brewed by monks at the Trappist Abbey of St. Sixtus in Vleteren, Belgium. This beer is considered to be one of the best in the world. In my previous episodes, I've shared my love of the automotive industry, but I've been a home brewer for nearly 10 years. In fact, one of my first modern games was Brewmaster, designed by Chris and Mike White, and this game is terrible. But since then, I've managed to curate a pretty decent collection of craft beer themed games. Let's take Beer Empire by Board and Dice, for example, where you brew beer using a variety of ingredients and equipment. But the components that make good beer don't make you any market share, while the components that provide market shares don't make good beer. And basically what that means is you can have excellent success by making lousy beer. And when you think about it, that makes perfect sense. This has worked just fine for these guys. Okay, so maybe not this one either, but listen, there's still some pretty good games here. Unfortunately, I can't review them all on the Dice Tower, so I'm going to direct you to my YouTube channel, Tabletop Toolbox, where you'll find reviews of all these games waiting for you there. Until we meet again, cheers.